I feel like I've been talking about politics for the last hour. It's been going pretty damn well. I'm not leaving Maui. Do you understand me? So yeah, Trump says a lot of things. You can't take them seriously. He says things like, oh, Jordan will take the Palestinians, Egypt will take the Palestinians, and then you have the leaders of Jordan and Egypt like, they're all saying no to it. Also, if you ask Palestinians, they're not going to leave. Like, they're not going to leave. Palestinians do not want to leave their home, and they're not going to leave their home. And if anything, I know a lot of people look at it like, are they crazy? Like, no, they just love their land, okay? A lot of people in America don't get that they love their land so much that they will not leave. Maui is a beautiful place, but one meteor hits in Wailea, you guys are moving to another island. You know it, okay? You have to think about, what's that?
Never moving to another island.
You're never moving to another island. Well, that person loves it like a Palestinian, okay? You're from Israel? Oh, wow, what a coincidence. Wait a second. You're from Israel and you're like, I'm never leaving Maui? That's how much you love Maui?
I came out of Israel for more than 20 years.
Yeah.
I'm not going to leave Maui.
You're not going to leave Maui. But the irony here is that I'm like, you got to love your homeland like a Palestinian, like an Israeli's like, I'm not leaving Maui. Do you understand me? You need to love your land like a Palestinian and love Maui like an Israeli loves Maui. You know what I'm saying? What's that? Put it on Instagram. Put what on Instagram? Oh, this moment? Yeah. We're not done yet. I appreciate it. Thanks for coming to the show. Did you know this is what I talk about too?
Yeah, I know you're Palestinian, that's why I care.
Oh, amazing. Thank you.
But that's how I feel. Okay, I left Israel, don't want to fight. I said, don't join the army, I want to leave. And my mom asked me, where are you coming back? I said, when you have peace. And it's been 25 years.
Oh, so that's why you're not leaving. You know, they say thank you for your service. Thank you for your non-service. You know, I mean, I can't speak for you know being born in Israel and knowing what I would do in that situation. But I always salute people who turn down the service. You know what I mean? So thank you for doing that. And thank you for coming directly to Maui. You know what I mean? What's that? It was not directly. You island hopped. You started on Big Island. And you hopped over. A couple months ago, I was doing a show in Denver. I did 2 shows in the same night. And I got off stage after the first show. And then I went on Twitter and I saw that Assad's regime in Syria had fallen. And so I'm like, okay, got to write some jokes. And then I got back on stage, do another set, and I get off stage, and I read that Israel was already occupying Syria. I was like, wow, they move fast. So, you know, people often ask me, like, Sammy, how long are your performances? About a regime change is what I'm working with at this point. So, oh, who said that? Oh, the Israeli? Yeah, no. What a coincidence. I came to Maui. It is my homeland. It's my homeland. I'm never leaving. They're all Americans? Nice. Are they into politics?
Not really. They don't question. No one's working in the world. Absolutely not.
They do or don't?
They have no idea.
They have no idea.
No idea.
Good. What? You said your dog does watch the news? She's like, yeah.
Why they need to know it?
Why they need to know what? Why they need to know what's going on in the world? There's no.
They'll find out later.
They'll find out later. That's a good parenting right there. They'll find later. Maybe they're only 3 years old. I'm not going to ask you how old your kids are. It's none of my business. But what did you say? You're like, don't talk about politics. Maui. Not in Maui? I don't know. I feel like I've been talking about politics for the last hour. It's been going pretty damn well. I understand the argument of like mental health. Like you can't be glued to the news. I think Maui gets that, and I respect that about Maui and Hawaii in general. Like a lot of people here, they feel at least the ability to be able to disconnect from what's going on in the news. But it's like at some point you should probably know a little bit. You know what I mean? Just like a little bit. You know?
No, no, but
You know what?
I say, let me go to the bookstore.
The bookstore, yeah, go to the book. So you go to the bookstore. You go to the bookstore. You've really colonized this show, haven't you? And I'm not leaving.
Don't talk about politics, joke about politics.
What's that?
Don't talk about politics, joke.
Joke about politics. I like that. That should be your new city slogan. Don't talk politic, joke politic. Don't talk politic, joke politic. I like it. That's why I deliver news in punchlines. I like it. It's funny. I was up here. I was like, Trump, Elon, RFK. He looks like he got shot in the head. And like, ah! And then I'm like, Israel is occupying. Don't talk about politics. But which is nicely in tune with the Trump administration's policy on free speech. So, yeah, welcome to Trump America. Sometimes people get, a little touchy about religious jokes, but it's like, don't worry about me, worry about yourself. You know what I mean? Because I perform for every religion at this point, and I've like done really well. I've got a standing O at a church, got a standing O at a mosque, I've got a standing O at a synagogue. So like, I'm going to heaven for sure. You know what I mean? Like, y'all should be worried about yourselves for laughing at these jokes, you know. But I love joking with all the religions. But I love atheists. So I think I have a soft spot for atheists. Any atheists in here? Any atheists? The Israeli? The f*** is... Of course. I love atheists, though. You can make religious jokes. They don't get offended. But if you ever do want to piss them off, you just say, God bless you. They love that. What does your son say? By the way, thank you for letting us know. What did your son say? What did your son say?
My son says, thanks God I'm atheist.
He says, thanks what? Can you explain? Yeah. Thank God I'm atheist. Thank God I'm atheist. Okay. Yeah, I need an opener for my next show, so hit him up. But then we'll make him leave during the politics part so he doesn't hear it. Thank God I'm atheist. All right. I'm gonna take that joke. Call it retribution. I used to teach history, and I taught kids from the inner city. I taught gangsters, if you know what those are. And I had to come up with gangster analogies to relate the lesson plans. So, for example, we were doing U.S. history of the 1900s. I was like, all right, U.S. history of the 1900s. Imagine you're at a party with your homies. You got your French homie and your British homie. And then a German dude comes up, starts picking on your homies. You're like, what the hell? So you knock the German dude out. Pop! And the whole party's like, damn. Now your weed gets all dry, and then you put your money on the dice games, and the dice games crash. You're like, oh, shoot, depression. And then the German dude comes back, he starts picking on your Jewish homie. You're like, what the hell? But then you get socked in the back of the head by a Japanese dude. Like, oh, what's going on? You take out the German dude and the Japanese dude. Pop, pop. The whole party's like, damn. Now you see two Korean twin brothers fighting, right? One's wearing red, one's wearing blue. You help out the one in blue, because you're a Crip. You know what I'm saying? Then you're like, shoot, I'm gonna go holler at this Vietnamese, Ho Chi Minh, right? That's her name, Chi Minh. She's a hoe. You're like, what's up, Ho Chi Minh? You looking good, girl. She splashes orange soda back in your face. Meanwhile, across the party, there's a Russian dude straight staring you down, really cold. The Russian dude's like, what? You're like, what? And nothing ever happens. There's an Iraqi dude burning up the rug. You chase him out the party. He disappears for 10 years. You give your Somalian homie a sandwich. You get a blowjob in the bathroom from a girl named Monica. You're like, my bad. And that's the 1900s right there. That's all it is. Thank you guys so much. I'm Sammy Obeid. You guys have been fantastic. Thank you. I do split-second impressions. They're very, very short. What I do is I channel the aura of the celebrity. I bring them to life. So give me something that we all know.
Our Arnold Schwarzenegger. We'll do one at a time. First one was Arnold Schwarzenegger. Here's my split-second impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Split-second impression of Arnold Schwarzenegger. Did you see it? I'm not just doing random stuff. I'm channeling the aura. What's next? Give me someone else.
Dave Chappelle.
Okay, we got Dave Chappelle, Donald Trump, and what was over here? E40. Split-second impression of Donald Trump. It's all the lips. And now I'm going to do split-second of E40 and then split-second of Dave Chappelle back to back. Split-second impression of E40, then Dave Chappelle. Split-second impression of E40. These are not easy to do. Do a lot of practicing in front of mirrors.